Alright. I want to give all praise to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles. Peace, blessing, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the true names and sincerity in the name of Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Alright, so today it's another camp day. Shalom, Mark. And there's a lot of things going on. A lot of people are dying right now. A lot of people are dying, left and right. Strange occurrences. And then not only that, but the frequencies of the world are changing. I was watching some videos, some shorts, and come to find out, people have a short attention span.
That's why they make those shorts, though.
Yeah.
For those type of people,
That's why they're called shorts. Yeah. Because you got a short attention span. But that's not your fault. Somebody is taking advantage of you. Your attention span, and every human's attention span, is pretty short. That's why Ishakar is the best at working, because work takes a long time, and Ishakar can focus for a very long time. Judah can focus. The 12 tribes can focus. That's why we're made perfect slaves. So basically, you're such a perfect slave that you feel comfortable being a slave. So you don't notice these things. So there was a tsunami, an earthquake tsunami in Russia, and now it's hitting California, or the west part of the United States. Now, why am I saying that? Well, not a whole lot of people are paying attention to that. So the reason why that's happening is for one, it's to wake you up. Like, something has to happen where you're pretty scared and you're like, what is going on? So when your mind tells you, man, you better find out what's going on, that means that it's time to pay attention. I don't know if you have a lesson. You have a lesson to give with me.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just talking about it. Because it's recent events, and the whole reason why it's happening is because the Yahawashi is coming back.
My lesson's to be grounded in Yahawashi.
Yes.
That's the topic today. I wanted to speak about.
That's right.
Because a lot of people are not grounded, though. Because the thing is, though, is that you gotta be grounded in this truth. You gotta be grounded in this truth, though, in the times to come, though. And the thing about it, though, is if you're not grounded in this truth, though, guess what? Your ass is done, though. So all these things are happening. Like I don't know if you've seen there's a new movie called War of the Worlds with Ice Cube.
Oh, no.
It recently came out on Prime Video. Yeah, and it talked, that, there's the one that came out back in the mid-50s. And there's the one that came out with 20 years ago with Tom Cruise. That was a good one, though, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then the recent one came out on Prime Video with Ice Cube, though, you know, War of the Worlds. So pretty much, though, it talks about those tripods, though, right? That came, but in this occasion, though, these tripods came to take data, information from the you know, the government, and all these things like that, man. You know? And then it reminded me of Amos said in that movie that it reminded me of 2nd Ezra 13th chapter with all the different nations. They said, "Oh, let's get together and go up against these spacecraft, these tripods, right?" And it just reminded me of that, though, because China got with U.S. though, U.S. got with China, and you know what I mean? And I'm looking at the movie, right? I was watching it yesterday, and I'm like, man, that's prophecy right there, though. You know that it's around 2nd Ezra 13th chapter, how these nations are gonna be fighting against each other, and they're gonna look Yahawashi and the angels, so-called UFOs, they're gonna be like, oh shit, we gotta team up to go against this power right here. Yeah.
I got a piece of you. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Yep.
That's what the brother's talking about. Because when all the nations get together and they look at these chariots, that's exactly what they're going to say. They're going to say, oh, crap, we're getting fucked up.
Yeah, and in that movie, they were getting fucked up, man. And so, in that movie, you know, Esau and these other nations relied on technology, because once the tripods stole their technology, though, and their data and things like that, a lot of things got shut down. Their battleships, though, they couldn't move no more. The aircraft, though, you know, eventually they started like falling back, though, because Esau run through technology, though, man.
Yeah.
And once you take that technology away from Esau, and I forgot who it was that said in that movie, he's like, we're gonna go back to Stone Age.
That's basically what all the generals say. I got another piece of it. This is 2nd Ezra 13 and 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Yeah, imagine seeing those UFOs. What they call it, UAPs.
I think we see them every night now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We see them every night. I went outside my house. I think I've seen 4 or 5. They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're coming out more and more. And how is it that they came out with this movie, though, you know? Because, you know, that movie's based on so-called aliens, though, right? Coming in from a different planet to, you know, take over.
Yeah, and I was watching this bug out. He was saying that the Anunnaki are back, but that's just the angel. That's just another way for you 2/3 to say angels. Because you can't have it the way we set it up for you. And then we didn't set it up. The Yahawashi and Yahawashi set it up. We're just explaining it to you. But when you're looking at us and you're thinking, now these niggas can't be smarter than me. Probably we're not. We're not richer than you. We might not even be stronger than you. But guess what? He picked us over you.
Yeah, that's something that, you know?
And that's what people can't deal with, and they'll say stuff like, when you're trying to help them, oh, you're weird.
Yeah.
You're giving off a weird. Like I was trying to help this one of my friends out from back in the day, and he went ahead and called me a J-cat.
I haven't heard that word in years.
Like I'm acting weird. I'm acting weird. First of all, I'm not an inmate, so I'm not acting weird. I see you struggling. I see you crying out for help, so I try to help you. Now I'm weird.
You're a J-cat.
Well, because you know what? Because the Holy Spirit's not with you. People with the Holy Spirit will seem weird to you.
Yeah, exactly. Though it isn't like you know, all these prophets that came about. You know, even back then, they were looked at as, you know, bugged out, weird. You know what I'm saying? Though they had no respect for the prophets, though.
How did Jeremiah look? A little kid
prophesying, you know,
cussing out big, strong men.
Yeah.
Pulling out their hair.
You know, which can you get Matthews? I don't know if you're done with that. Can you get Matthews 11 and 7? So since you talk about that, what happened though, right? Because that's the thing about it though. When we live in a society where, you know, people that have ties, that have a, you know, nice smile, a big smile though, and have money, those men are looked at as the men of the Lord though, man. But that's the thing though. So here's this brother helping a friend from the world, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, and he calls him, you know, J-Cat. Like, what kind of shit is that? Here you are helping, and it's the same. It's like the thing right now too, that we're out here prophesying though, you know, to the elect though, and things like that, right? Because we don't have to be doing this though, but the Lord picked us to do so, man. And that's, you know, the Ara Yahawashi though. You know what I'm saying? But to people that pass by, we look weird to them though. But because they don't understand though, this, you know, you pass by because this is not for you, man. This is just for the elect, and that's it.
And then that's the majority.
Yeah.
So I got Matthew 11:7. As they departed, Yahawashi began. And as they departed, Yahawashi began to say to the multitudes concerning John, "What went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind?"
Exactly though. So what do you think you went out there and saw somebody that looked good and all these type of things though? Nah, they saw John though, you know, probably, you know, had like not the fanciest garment though. You know, he was out there in the wilderness eating locusts and honey, wild honey though, and things like that, you know. So what is it there that you thought you saw you looked though? So it's the same thing like even with us now though, that the time we live in now, that people look at us and they look at us weird, or they just look at us like, who are these people, you know?
Yeah, because a reed that shakes in the wind, like that leaf right there. See that branch? All these branches are shaking, right? That means that they're not sturdy.
Yeah,
or what's shaking the reed in the church? That dude wearing the tie, what's shaking it? Oh, the 501c3. You know, the money. He's not godly at all.
Yeah. Because you know, John the Baptist stood on business though, man. He wasn't gonna be shaken by these different doctrines or things like that, you know. Because I got this screenshot, right? Because it says a reed shaking with the wind. What it means, right? It says a reed is fragile and easily swayed. What this brother said though. The Yahawashi is essentially asking, did you expect someone weak or easily influenced to be out there in the wilderness? And it said the implied answer is no. John was strong, unwavering, and bold in proclaiming truth, even to a powerful people like King Herod. I mean, remember, he got his head chopped off. You know, and because he told her, hey, you know, what the hell, like, you know, this woman's getting with your brother, you know. So he stood on business all the way into the end, though, and that's the thing about it, though, is that we got to stand on business all the way to the end, though, man. We can't follow these different doctrines. We can't be like a shaken reed, though, because you get a shaken reed, you're gonna believe this, you're gonna believe that. It's either you're in or you're out. No, putting things a little bit over here and a little bit over there, you know?
Yeah. So what happens when if you're in prison and you label someone a JCat? Now everybody in the fucking prison is gonna call that dude a JCat. So now that's your problem. That you made that person into that JCat. So now guess what? Now I gotta fuck you up. Right?
That's prison rules, yeah.
Prison rules. You're using prison rules on me, I gotta use prison rules on you. But guess what? You're not prepared for me. Because I wrestle, I know jujitsu, I lift weights, I know how to box, I know how to Muay Thai, I know karate. And guess what? I got 2 sons at home that are going through testosterone rage, and we have little tussles at home just so I can test them, just so I can teach them. So I'm sparring every day, bro. You know?
My mental going on.
Yeah, we got testosterone in my home, bro. You got daughters. Actually, he's got little baby daughters, bro.
Yeah.
Bro is soft. But guess what? I'm not gonna take it that far, because why? I know that you're suffering.
Kicking while you're still down. While kicking while you're still down, you're down already as it is. Yeah.
You're already down, and you're fucking kicking the people trying to help you. And that's funny because I was watching somebody help a seal, and the seal was tangled up in wire, and he caught it, but he was wearing gloves for protection.
Okay.
Because the motherfucking seal's gonna act wild, right? It's already hurting. So he stopped it, and another dude had to fucking cut it. You know, release it from his bond.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, like I said, these people look at us like, you know, like weird and everything. Like how his brother said though, like, you know, like the prison too, like they got the thing where if you're like a snitch though, they cut your left cheek though, scar you right here, so the other inmates can know like, oh, this guy has a scar on his left cheek, this guy's a snitch though. You know, it's called a snitch scar on the left cheek right here.
Yeah, but guess what? How about Yahawashi will scar you? He scarred you because the thing is, you got offended. You know, he made that happen to you, so you can get scarred. Like just like people get scarred with the left cheek, or you know, they have a raindrop or a blood drop or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
They have marks, right? Like I know for a fact, there's a lot of marks in the Bible, right? There's the mark of Jesus, and then there's the mark of the good guys, the holy guys. You know. And then there's territorial marks, and then there's you know, marks like a coin.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, yeah. Mark, yeah.
So, you know.
And then there's the brother mark.
Yeah, then there's a brother mark. So there's a different bunch of marks. But guess what? You got marked. And then you got hurt. So you try to mark me back. That's okay. That's a natural feeling. But guess what? The Lord marked me in a way that's even worse than that. Because
you
now
don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do nothing.
And I'm not gonna stay away. I just silenced him. I just snoozed him. Because 30 days later, you're going to be on the same shit. You're going to be looking for God. And this is the thing. People will pray and ask for help. And then they'll send you. God, Yahweh will send you to help that motherfucker. And let's say he's your homie. But he doesn't want your help. Oh, I asked for God's help. You know, like you said, a man in a tie with a suit.
Come to my temple.
No, this is God's help.
Yo, what it says in the scriptures, when two or more are in my name, there I am. Matthew's the 18th chapter. But see, that's the thing. They gotta see things carnally, man. They gotta see someone with the title, with the temple. Yeah, come to my church, though, and things like that, you know?
Yeah, and then they'll say, they see that guy up there preaching. He'll have a nice suit, like you said, gold watch and gold everything. But the reason why and that's the same reason why these people are gonna be afraid of Yahweh when they see him in those, sending his son in those ships, because he's decked out, you know. He's decked out from the toe up and from the hair down in powerful stuff. Like, you don't get it. Like, you say the United States military is the most powerful. Yeah, okay. Just think about how people are afraid when they say, well, the U.S. is going to get involved.
Yep. And that's the thing. They are, though, you know? And that's the thing. It's the reality that's going to happen, though, you know? But it goes to show when reality happens to certain people, that's when they want to, like as brother said, they want to look for God. But as long as they're not getting afflicted though, as long as their life, so-called life, is going so well, they're not looking for, you know what I mean? They're not looking for God though. But then when reality happens to them though, that's when they want to start searching though, you know? But that's the thing about it though, man. It's like the same thing. Like when we come out here though, we're out preaching week in, week out though. And the thing is though, is like people pass by and they just see us and that's it, you know. And they don't look for God though until something starts happening to them though. Then that's when they start searching or they want to do something though, you know. Yeah. But that's the thing of the way it is.
I got a precept for you. Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, verse 4. I know you wanted this one, but I'll bring it out right now.
Yeah, contact.
Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man.
That's the thing, you know?
He doesn't know he's fucking poor.
Yeah.
That's like a homeless man asking you for $1. You're not gonna give him $1?
It's $1 though, you know?
Yeah, that dollar. Let's say that dollar took you a lot to work. That's what makes it so fucking special.
Exactly.
You work so hard for that dollar that you're willing to give it to a fucking motherfucker that needs it. That's real love. That's real Christianity. It is, man. But you don't see my efforts as love.
Yeah, because you know yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. They don't see the work because the alms could go into just even being there for a brother, you know.
Just saying you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, that's alms right there. You know, this is alms delivered from death, though. But alms doesn't always. It's not always substance, though. You know, alms ain't always you giving hey bro, here's $20,000 or here's a brand new car though. Alms could just be being there for the brother and that's it, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be, you know, always giving money, man. The time, like, hey, this brother, you know, this second time camping this week though, man. You know, and because he went a couple of days back though, he had camped with the other brother on the one though, our other brother on the one, and he came over here though, man. You know, and that's the thing though. He didn't come over here to drop off money though. But guess what? His presence of him being here is still like giving alms though, you know. But he's doing it for salvation though, man. You know. But the way how I see it though is like, you know, this brother's out here giving alms because he's out here camping with me because this brother didn't really have to though because he already went out to camp this week already though. But the fact that he still came out the second time out here with me, I see that as alms too, man. You know.
And I like to cover my ass basically. Because I done fucked up so many times, man. And like the brother said, alms can come in any way.
Yeah.
Like let's say, right here, maybe someone is watching us and they can't go nowhere because they're fucking stuck in a wheelchair.
Yeah, just watching us from a distance,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
And on the opposite side of that, our friends from our enemies, you know, their house got shut down again, and now they got a notice on it saying this house is condemned. I got another precept right here. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and 6. For if he cursed thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made it. You know, so when you're going through hell, catching through hell, you're kind of bitter. So what are you praying for? Well, whatever what the Lord said right here, whatever you pray for, it's going to be heard. Right?
Exactly, because that's the way it is, you know. Because like I said, you know, because look, I got a, can I get this real quick? Chapter 4:11, it says, "For alms is a good gift, and to all that give it, the sight of the Most High." See, so you know, like it's a good gift, though. But like I was saying, it doesn't really have to be substance all the time, though, you know. But when you have it, just give it. When you don't, then you know, hey, I don't have it, but guess what? I'm here to help out some other way, like how you gave dude alms, though. When you give help, though, that was alms towards him, though, you know. But you know,
You didn't see it like that.
you didn't see it like that. But I bet if you would have given him some money, though, he would have not called you a dickhead.
Yeah. So, and we do that too. The men of the Lord do that too. Sometimes we get in our, you know, attitudes, like, and you won't see the blessing. It'll be a little one, or it'll be something, but you didn't see it because but you noticed it, but you didn't catch it.
You didn't catch it, yeah, right then and there.
But you noticed it, and that's a good lesson because you missed out on something.
That was there that you didn't even, you know.
You missed out on something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, and then the angels are all around us. You know.
Yep. The camp is around the camp, you know.
And that's really more powerful than, that's a beautiful alms right there. The Lord is giving you, the Lord is merciful, man. He doesn't have to give you shit.
Well, you say you could raise up these stones and
Yeah.
have them.
Preach.
Yeah, but he chose us though, man. So you should feel special. You feel some way about it though, and do something with that. That you know how to sit the shekel, don't put it in the napkin. Do something with it.
Do
you know?
something with it.
You know?
And that's what I am doing.
Exactly though.
I'm fucking overachieving. I'm gonna be a teacher's pet this time. I'm gonna be, and that's really how I am. If we're in a classroom and I know the answer, I'm the first one to throw up my hands.
Pick up right at the hand. Yeah. First one was yeah.
But that's not because of a competition. That's because that's the way the Lord made me. You see, I'm proud of this brother because I look on his page every now and then, and he's got 1,200 videos. 1,200 videos. He's only been in this thing for about 3 to 2 years. Most of you motherfuckers don't even have 500 fucking videos, and you've been in this thing for fucking years. 10 years, 20 years. You only got fucking 500 videos over 10 fucking years.
Like what are you doing? Like what are you doing here?
Like, you're not really motivated.
Yeah. So you don't really believe in this. And like I said, I'm still, you know, I'm still learning, you know. As I'm growing, I'm still growing, you know.
That's good for you because you're learning fast and you're learning a lot.
But that's the thing. Yahawashi Mashai put the spirit in his brother to, you know, say, hey, you know, like you see yourself, you're preaching with us, you know. And then you're the one that told us, say, hey, come out here and preach with us now. And I remember, like I was just thinking about this yesterday, like man, like these last 4 years, I've been catching, like this is the most I catch out from job to job. Like when I came out from Camp with you brothers, I had to leave my job because they told me I had to work every day for 10 hours. I said, man, fuck that. What do you mean I gotta, like first it was Monday through Thursday, 10 hours. I'm like, okay with that. Then on Sunday they hit me with, oh yeah, I work every day now. I'm like, what the hell? And then it was a test because you just really told the brother, well, I believe that. You're like, hey, have the brother come out to camp for you. So I'm like, I have this job though that they want me to work every day. But I was like, nah, this is the real job right here. You know, I'll get blessed with another job, you know, because the job you can get other time though, you know? And I just quit that job, you know? And start, you know, preaching with the brother, you know, because I know this is the true job right here. And then when I was working over here, they wanted me to get the steak shop. Not mandatory though. So I had to leave that one too. So catching hell. I've been catching hell ever since I came into the truth, though. But guess what? Through all that, though, it made me stronger, man.
Yeah.
It made me believe, because if you're a true believer, you're gonna believe in this, and you're gonna do whatever you can to do the work, man. It's kind of like when you have you start dating this woman, right? So if you want to really get with her, and hey, you know what, this woman right here, she's worth something at least,
Yeah.
You're gonna believe in gonna believe in trying to get that woman, though, and she gonna see that, though, and she gonna be with you, though, But the truth, but then you come into the truth, though. But the true woman is the Sophia, which is wisdom, though. Then you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put the woman over here, back burner, and start doing the work, though, man.
And then the woman will become a problem.
And that's exactly what happened with me. I started paying more attention to the truth, though. Then she started becoming a problem, though. So like I said, I got afflicted a lot, man, and it's good, though. It's good, though, because I want that. I want that affliction, though, so it could make me stronger, and endure to the end, though.
I got a precept for you. Ecclesiasticus 4:9. Deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment. Yeah, so you went to work, you did the right thing, but then Satan got in the motherfucker's ear and said, you know what? Make him work every day.
Yep.
Because if you work every day, you're gonna be exhausted.
No time for the truth.
No time for nothing. And it's gonna make you bitter, right? So what was the problem? They were taking away your freedom to go to preach. And that doesn't happen to everybody. That could, things could go good, and then, but guess what? If Satan wants you, that means the Lord wants you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
If he's messing with you more, guess what? Most High wants you,
And, sometimes I'm like, you know what, Satan? I appreciate you. I appreciate you and the things you're doing for me.
Because he's just doing his job.
He's just doing his fucking job.
It's like you can't get mad at Esau for being a fucking devil, man.
Right, man, you can't.
You can't he's just doing his fucking job.
You should expect that from him.
Yeah. You done with that?
Yes, sir.
Can you get Ephesians chapter 4, verse 13 and 14?
Ephesians chapter 4, 13.
Yeah.
Till we all come in the unity of faith and of the knowledge of the Son of Yahawashi unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach.
Yeah, so you have to, man. You gotta stand on business, can you get the next 14?
Alright, so it says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of man and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
Exactly, man. That goes to what Christianity, Muslim, Jehovah's wickedness, though, all these other things, though, man, because our people are known to be Catholics, are known to be Christians, are known to be Muslims, are known Jehovah's wickedness, though, they're known to be all these other doctrines of men, though. But then to be in this truth, though, they can't, man, because they can't bear the fact that a man can't have more than just one woman. They can't bear the fact that they can't have pepperoni on their pizza. But if they go to this Christian church, they can eat as much pepperoni as they want. Eating pork, yeah. Or are people going to be Catholic because they can do wickedness all 6 days out of the week, though, and then when they go into that booth, though, they confess their sins, though, and they're clean.
Now about that, think about this. The possibility of that priest getting off on your sins is very high. So why the fuck do you do it? You feel safe telling some fruitcake that you feel is weird already, but you're not gonna call him a J-Cat.
And being in this fucking little booth, though.
And being in a little booth on your fucking knees.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Creepy ass booth, though. Inside a booth, though.
Nah, you can't think about that. You know why? Because my homeboy, Jack Nicholas, said it best. You want the truth? You can't fucking handle the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, and that lady was on point. She was like, yeah, that's right. I didn't ask her to say that. We did not call each other at the time. I'm gonna say this shit.
So you gotta see what you said.
No, you guys can't handle this shit.
Right. And that's the thing, though. So when like Catholics go in to the booth though, and they would have sinned 6 days out of the week though. But then, so what the fuck? So why is this priest not rebuking you? Because you know what I'm saying? This priest though, they'll be hearing you. Oh yes, son. Yes, son. Oh, okay, son. God will forgive you for that, son. But doing that though, I was like, how come you're not rebuking the motherfucker, man? But you're hearing his fucking sins though, but you can't even rebuke. You're not even rebuking the guy. You know what I'm saying though? So that's what I'm saying. John the Baptist, when he rebuked though, when he told fucking that king though, like, hey man, what's up with this? Your girl getting with the brother though, your own brother. They couldn't take rebuke though. So what did they do? Well, it was that fucking wicked ass bitch though that had his head chopped off though and put in the platter though. But still, man, you know. So it's like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? We're here, like this brother said, when Jack and Lisa said, you can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth though because you're not comfortable with this truth. You know?
The truth is, we have the truth.
Yeah.
And then you see, how come you can't be nice to people? Because I don't fucking have to be nice.
Exactly. Yeah.
You just heard this brother say you catch hell 24/7. Like, if you're a true believer, you're gonna catch hell. You're gonna lose things.
I mean, Job lost everything.
Every fucking thing. But he got everything back.
See, and then these Christians though, they like to mention Job, right? Like, they always say like, oh, Job is my favorite book though, and things like that. But it's like, okay, so he had to suffer though, but you can't suffer though? You know?
Yeah, what's your problem?
Or Yahawashi too, Yahawashi. He already suffered for us though, so therefore what? You can go on about your wickedness though? Because he died for you, because you are so special though? But since he suffered though, you don't have to suffer anymore? Or you don't have to suffer at all?
Yeah, good thing you said that. I got Ephesians 4:15. But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Hamashiach. Yeah, because you'll lose things for him because those things aren't convenient for you while you believe in him.
Yeah, because he'll take things away.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you might have a woman, right, though? But, hey, if she gets, something happens, though, you're not with her, guess what? She's taken away from you for a reason.
Yeah. And just like if you get with the woman and she's all right, but she started off like that thought, right? Like, oh my God, like you have to work on it. Like, and that's all women. Like,
yeah, all women ain't virgins when we meet them. Yeah.
Tiny shorts, cleavage exposed, everything. But she sees something about you. And then you start a relationship. Well, you're gonna change her little by little. And if she's good, she's gonna accept the change, right? That's the same way how watching outside did for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I don't like you doing this, so I gotta change this about you.
Yep.
So that you don't do it anymore. Because I know you're not strong enough.
Right.
But damn, you don't see that. So here's the thing. Like catching hell, right? Catching hell is something built specifically for each individual. Like, we're not gonna catch the same hell we caught in fucking Egypt. Like, literal,
yeah.
Oh my God, if somebody whipped me in my fucking back with a fucking whip.
And you couldn't do anything about it, though?
And I couldn't do anything about it. Oh my God. I don't think I could take that shit. I don't think I could fucking take one laugh at all. I'd go super sane and then they'll kill me.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to. Nah, hell no, man.
Hell motherfucking no. And those, like when they had to take that shit. They go back to work.
Even like when Jake, right, the Judah, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? Apparently, Judah, right? Man, it hasn't even been what, like 5
years.
They fucking Edomites were doing that shit to you guys. I mean, you tribes,
Yeah.
you know? And then like I said, I trip out like this, like, man, these fucking devils were lynching you, man. Judah, like they were lynching you. They still hate you to this day, man.
They were lynching Mexicans and they were lynching American Italians.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they were killing them too.
They call them Guidos.
Yep. From the south, right? Yeah.
Children especially.
And it's like, they lynch you guys, man, not too long ago, man. And it's like, how do you still have love for this devil, man?
They treated you like a fucking animal.
Yeah, like, how, man? Like, how do you hate this devil, man?
Well, if you saw family, I don't want good, motherfucker, good. I'll see you later.
Yeah. When you're in your right mind, though.
When you're in your right mind.
And so that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, how this motherfucker over here doing all this shit to you, man, was doing this shit to you, though, man. It's wicked, man. And it has, you know me, lynching you and all this stuff, and you still like, man, I just don't get it, man. Dude, I just don't get it, man.
Don't get it, man.
You're the head tribe, man. You know, the other tribes look up to you, man. You know what I'm saying, though?
I got a reason for you. Actually, I got 3. Isaiah 45, and I'm going to read 5 to 7. It says, I am the Lord, there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light that gives darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all things. Yahawashi, Yahweh did all those things for us.
All of it, everything.
Yeah.
From the goodness to the evil, all this stuff, man.
So, you know, I play a video game, and in that video game they're saying there's good news and bad news. The good news is, the bad news is, there is no good news. You know, there is no good news. The good news is, you're not a slave like that anymore. But you're still a slave in the worst way because your mind's captive now. And there's something called epigenetics. You know, study that. Throughout the period of time, your DNA changes to adjust to the way you live. Yeah, remember I keep talking about that. So they had these tests with Iranian women, because you know how over there they're getting bombed every fucking day. So these women were pregnant, and these women acted a certain way, but their offspring acted, and their offspring weren't involved in that area. They moved them out, and they were acting like they were still getting bombed. They were still like, they're here.
Yeah.
They would. How does a baby know how to fuck that? Because it's in your DNA now.
Yep. It's the same thing what they did with the slaves. When these Edomites would talk to the slaves, though, they wouldn't even be looking at them. They'd be looking down. I forgot what it was called. Not Stockholm syndrome. Something syndrome, you know? This Jake lady broke it down. So it's like, it's actually, like his brother said, it was passed down, though. So sometimes Jake, when the Edomite be talking to him, it was just like out of like DNA to look down while they, you know, to hear out the Edomite, though, man.
So this is, I'm going to get Exodus 15 and 3, just so I can tell you about, you know, how fucked up is. So, you know, let me get this. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is the king. So all the things that happen to you are because of war. Right? Casualties of war. Now you don't look at the master, now you want to defend the master. He did his job good.
Yeah, that means he accomplished what he did.
But he ripped it into you. So why I'm bringing this out is because Yahweh's, I'm going to say it like this, Yahweh's so fucked up that the same way he whipped it into you, he's going to whip it out of you.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up, isn't it?
But that's the inclination, which means righteous anger, that he has to do something.
But the way he did it, man, you don't get it. You're not afraid enough.
Yeah. He's not afraid enough.
So Yahweh's doing it like this. Everything that happened like this, right? So it goes like this, and then it stops at the worst point. And then Yahweh's like, okay, now it's going to go in reverse. So you can really learn your lesson. That's fucked up. Like here we are, 2025, and Esau is going down, and Jake is coming up. But the way it's happening, the world is in terrible violence right now. There's floods, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, landslides, people getting kidnapped, people getting murdered.
Fucking people killing themselves.
You can't stop thinking about it because the people are just fucking dying and they're showing it on TV and you can't turn away from it.
That's just happening so much though that it's like you just can't avoid that, you know?
So right now people are doing something called getting out of the system, right? Getting out of the matrix. They'll not watch news. Well, guess what? It's happening so much that somebody's gonna tell you about it, even if you're not in it, even if you want to be out of it.
Yeah, you know how people are. I don't like to see the news because it makes me depressed or makes me against blood. What happens when can I get this one real quick?
No.
Because you were talking about the floods and earthquakes, right? that's going on, you know. So there's Amos 3:6. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Most High have not done it?" So everything what this brother's talking about is that's bringing evil, because evil just goes back to like a bad timing, you know, like a bad time. So all that's this brother just said right now is happening to those people. So let's say you're someone that, well, not you, but like let's say you know there's someone that doesn't like watching the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna give an example, Avenal, right? Let's say this guy from Avenal doesn't like hearing the news, watching the news. Well, guess what? There comes a big ass flood though coming through here.
You're gonna get caught up.
You're gonna get caught up, but that's from the Most High though, because He's bringing that evil upon your town and onto you, you know. So guess what? Yeah, just because you know, it's like I was bringing back saying though, people don't like to react until something happens to them. That's when they want to react though, you know.
Just imagine that. So back in the day, we are the news. Prophets were the news.
The news, yeah. Because we're prophecy, just saying something before it even happens though.
And really what you're saying is I don't want to watch the news because I don't want to hear about prophecy.
Exactly. It's like it's the same thing. Like we're out here and we say, hey, you know, America's gonna get done away with, man. You're not gonna want to hear that shit because the first thing that's gonna come to your mind, my family, my job, my cars,
I'm
my
gonna
house.
lose it all.
I lose that shit out. They don't want to lose it though. So therefore, they don't want America to be done away with. You know?
Yeah. Ananias and his wife, they tried to kick the Holy Spirit and say they gave some of it away, but they kept half of it hidden. Right?
Yeah.
No, man, you can't fucking lie to the Holy Spirit. You're crazy.
Yeah, because they knew though, you know. And then she died, right?
Yes, sir.
She died, right? She just died right then and there, I think.
Right then and there.
Yeah.
And that was and they were talking to Peter. And Peter was like, "Didn't I fucking tell you?"
Because she at least had the time to explain herself, though, you know. Like, okay, now I'm talking to you. Like, what really happened? And she still tried to, you know, being the woman, and she still got, you know, she still died. She died. You know, she still had mercy though. To explain herself, you know, to explain though. But no, she didn't use that. It's that grace though, man. And that's that grace that we're in right now too, man. You know?
Like, damn.
Because like your brother's saying though, you can't avoid everything that's going on. You can't, even with this the Israelites though, man. You can't avoid though. I know you know someone that knows about the Hebrew Israelites though. And if it ain't about GMS, it's at least about some other Israelite camp.
Yeah.
You know? You can't what's that called?
Escape it.
You can't escape it. You know someone that knows about the Israelite camp, you know? Before I came into the truth, my woman even knew about this Israelite.
So it's gonna
You know?
get around.
It's gonna get around. If you're talking about 5-10 years ago, I would not no lick about this. No lick though. The only reason why I know is because this brother, you know, brought the other brother, which I'm on, to the truth. I'm on brought me to the truth. So that's the way. Because if it wasn't for these brothers though, I would not nothing. But eventually, I probably would have heard of, you know.
Yeah. So you know, it's a thing where you're not prepared to give up your life for the truth. You're not ready for it. But He picked you, and since He picked you, He probably made you. Well, look at He only picks you from the womb when you're in your mom's womb. You know that in Jeremiah. So, you know. Hey, and you people that are like, I'm 50 years old, I've been living for God and I haven't found Him. Okay, well, He doesn't want you.
Yeah, it's good use though for you though. You know, like what are you gonna do? You know.
What are you gonna do?
But like the elder though, he made a video about this older Jake though. You know, about this guy already fucking he's probably in his 50s or 60s. He already had lived his life though, bought a house, bought his kids grown up though. So you know, it's like, well, you're not gonna care about this truth, man. You already, you know, you're good though. You know. He already, you know, he was like, I think he was like a veteran, you know? Like a veteran or some shit, you know?
And
but he was good.
That sucks, man. But it doesn't happen all like that. Because, you know, how are you going to give up a good life?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw it in that Jake, though. He's good. He's living good. He won't have to do that shit, you know?
How are you going to give up a good life? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me, but I know it makes sense to you people. Because you can't see Yahawashi. You can't see the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm. You can't see it.
You can't see the most powerful angels in the universe around here. But you know what? I noticed this one thing. Like, wherever I go, there's always doves. Two doves, or one dove, or a pigeon. And that's the Holy Spirit, right? That's the animal for the Holy Spirit. So I'll go and I'll see it and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Like you said, alms comes in all types of forms. That just made my day. Because I know that the Lord is with me. Because he'll send pigeons or he'll send doves.
Well, it said like a chariot too, like you say you've seen them.
And I've been seeing those things every night. But guess what? What am I thinking about when I see them? I'm not thinking about, oh, thank Jesus, I have a good job. No, I'm thinking about, man, I fucking don't make enough money. I don't have a fucking good enough job. I don't have the things I fucking need. I don't. And it's always like that, but guess what? I wake up and I'm like, thank you, how much you know, I drink my lemonade and I'm like, thank you, how much you know, I eat beans from the pot with sopita, with the shell sopita, and I'm like, how much you know. I'm so grateful for every little thing that I got that I don't miss the big things.
Yeah, so you don't miss to think about the big problem.
It might make me depressed that I had to sell a bunch of things and get rid of a bunch of things. But the little things cover it.
Yeah. I got the definition of alms, right? It says charitable relief of the poor. It says especially as a religious duty. See? That which is given to relieve the poor or needy. See, just to relieve them, you know? And it doesn't always have to be like you said, substance, though. It could just be the brother being there, hearing you out, or, you know, just things like that, man. It doesn't really need anything.
And that's how we know that the devil, because Trump is kicking out the needy.
Yeah.
The real fucking needy, making you more needy.
Yeah. And that's the thing, though, man. And these tribes, though, man, you gotta understand, these so-called Mexicans, they need you more than you need them. We're the ones that do that groundwork, man. We do the jobs that they don't want to fucking do, man. You know what I'm saying, though? So this country in reality needs Mexicans more than the Mexicans need this fucking country.
And you know what's funny? Remember I told you about that article from Industrial Magazines or some shit? They say that the Mexicans are the most industrious people, the hardest working people.
How come they don't put that on CNN or on
They don't. I
Fox
can't even
26?
find that anymore. I can't find that anymore.
How come they don't put that on, you know, something to know? But they're not gonna put it out like that.
Dude. Hey. Oh, no vamos a ver. Vamos la Biblia.
La Biblia.
You see any phones over here?
Oh,
man.
those
That's the spirit because my Bible closed up when she said that.
Something that wasn't for her.
It wasn't for her.
It wasn't for her.
But guess what? That's just the fun thing about it. Like we were saying, like people will look at us and they won't even understand what the hell's going on. Do we have a fucking tent out here?
Like canopy,
With phones?
sitting down and like a table in front of us. We got no little table in front of us to be looking like.
What phone am I gonna give? My phone?
Yeah. Because I thought that's what she said about my phone. I was like, I'm gonna give you this
I
phone.
thought you wanted to make a call, but you see how that happened? Like people will be, I bet you probably just wants the phone. But what we were talking about is how Mexicans are so industrious that Esau sees that and he'll take you. He'll brainwash you. Now you're his kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, my dad is about 70 years old and he shouldn't be doing any fucking thing. But that bro is in Mexico fucking farming. Huge fucking pieces of land. Planting corn and he's taking selfies with his corn. You see how Ishikar is?
Yeah. Ishikar, yeah. Hey, but that's the thing, bro, that when Ishikar they be working until they die. But
Right.
guess what? They be living up to almost 100 or 100.
My grandfather would live to 101.
And it's, I was talking to this lady yesterday. She told me her grandpa lived to 115 or 16.
So the Bible told us we were going to live to 120.
Yeah.
We're the sons of Adam.
Yeah, the sons of man. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah, imagine, man, you see the Moabites, though, man, they be like getting to 110, man. These old, wrinkly full bikes though, but at least they be reaching to 100, man.
Because they have a good diet.
Yeah.
And then that's funny you say that because the Chinese were number 2.
Oh yeah.
The Chinese were number 2. And the only reason why they were number 2 was because they have so many fucking workers. They're fucking stepping on each other's toes.
Oh, that's why though. That makes sense.
They're fucking each other up. But guess what? Ishikar's like this. All right, put some more dirt over here.
Yep. And I seen that's weird because I seen the video yesterday about this dude was recording. They're putting the shingles on the rooftop. So it was these they look like Edomites, but they're in a house, right? Put in the roof. The shingles on the roof, right? And then there was like 3 Ishikarites doing 2 houses. And then like these white guys, right? They had a thing where they put the sack on there though, and it's a machine that picks it up. Ishikar would just put it over his shoulder
And climb up the ladder.
Coming up the ladder, coming up and down. Look like brownie of ants. You know, ants that go up a tree. You know, they like to always go up trees, you know, ants. And then they go up, you know, and they go down. That's what reminded Issachar, man. Like I was like, damn. And this guy was, I think this guy was a white guy too, recording. Look at these Mexicans over
2
here.
fucking hell.
Putting shingles on 2 houses, and it's just 3 of them. And here's, yeah, and they had a system, yeah. And it's like here's these guys on this end one over here using a machine, and there's 3 of them only taking 1 house only. You know?
If you want your company to fail, hire a white guy. I'm serious, man.
I mean, Esau always destroys things anyway.
Esau's fucking, he steps on his own toes. Esau will be like you said, go get the fucking machine for the shingles. And Jake will be like, agarren esa pinche escalera y a la verga.
Árala, así, güey. Yeah.
And then guess what? We're so proud and macho, we'll be like, yeah,
Yeah. It's always competition with this.
It's always a competition.
Yeah,
and then guess what? The next thing you know, we're done with 5 fucking houses.
Yeah. And then it's like the thing is that the Issachar stays consistent.
Dude, I had a foreman when I was younger, like 20 years old. I used to work at a tomato plant. It's hard work, man.
Oh, the tomato plant? Yeah.
But our supervisor is a Mexican dude. He'd be like, we're all testosterone and we're like, damn, almost getting in a fight.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, man, I bet you pussies can't even do this faster than me. Oh, well, you talking to Jake now, baby. Oh yeah, watch this. Man, if you know how to treat Issachar, you'll have everything built up.
Yeah.
And even Trump said, you people built this country up, talking about you.
It's right there. You know?
We're the best.
We're the best at doing things, man.
So that's why you need us brainwashed, so that you can have the best.
Exactly. I mean, it's well known though, man, that we're the better workers and shit, man. You know? And it just makes sense that the Israelites were the ones who were building those pyramids back in the ancient Egypt, though, man. Because you look at those, man, those are wonders, man. Those are like, wonders, though, man. And the thing is, though, it's like, who would build those type of things like that? You know, the pyramids, though. And then you can't say like the Mayans and Aztecs, though, they'll build the temples too. The Aztec temple is almost the same size as the ones over there in Egypt. And
they go down too. They were built underground too.
Yeah. Because you know, Issachar, how they are, man. They'll put something like around. They always like going around water, though. You know, like there'll be like the place though, and there'll be water around them though. So they knew how to use the land, man. Come on, man.
You're crazy, man.
Yeah.
You're crazy to think that God hasn't chosen a whole entire race of people to be superior
than others
to other people. And then Christians will be like, we're all the same.
Yeah, because that's that one world
order.
Yeah.
We are not the same, mister. We are not the same. Because, man, let's say Jake is handicapped. He's only got 1 leg, but he's on crutches. That's worth 2 mics.
I think that's in the wheelchair, yeah.
That's fucked up. You know, and then you get out trying to make money.
You know, Issachar has a thing where they send almost their whole checks down to Mexico, man.
Yes.
And they're over there, and they be fucking, starving and shit, but they just work, man. And they be sending almost their whole check over there to their family over there, man.
Yes, that's pretty sad. You should just stay here. Keep it here.
Yeah. But that's how Issachar is, man. Because
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time we're in Kalinga, It was a cop though. He was a cop in Huron though, and he said, "Hey man," because we were at the park though, but he just rolled up on us and he's like, "Something about you Mexicans." And he was like, the white cop whatever. He's like, "Something about you Mexicans, I could say though is you guys are hardworking, and you guys are so loving though that you guys send your checks to Mexico." He's all, that's something I respect though, man. That he just rolled up on us and just started talking to us. He's all, I worked in Huron though, because Huron is all Mexican.
All Mexicans.
Straight up all Mexican.
We'll
And that's the thing, they, a bunch of them go, and they just work to send it to over there, man, to Mexico.
Yeah.
And you Instacart, you gotta stop. You gotta start looking at this fucking man as your enemy, man. You gotta stop trusting on this fucking devil, man. Because I'll be taking Instacart a lot to the clinic though, man. And the majority is all Instacart, man. You gotta fucking stop, listening to these doctors and all this shit, man. Because the thing is, they're telling you that your shit's fucked up, but it's not really. But they trust them, man. They trust these fucking doctors, man.
Oh yeah, and that's a dark topic too, because you'll go and get dialysis. What they're actually doing is cleaning your fucking kidney out to the point with chemicals, so that when you die, the kidney is a fucking good one.
This is a good one right here, yeah. Yeah, all they're doing is cleansing. They said that those machines in there are working as a kidney, just cleaning your blood.
Well, all you have to do is eat right.
But the thing is though, it's like saying, telling one of them, oh, you got cancer, man. So guess what? You gotta get chemo. And you don't even fucking got that shit. Or it's probably a little bit that you could just, eat differently.
Yeah. But that's the bad thing about you tribes.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You don't believe anything you're fucking told. Because that's how you were built.
Yeah, because right away, something's sick, something though. Doctor, emergency.
They got your number, man.
Yeah.
They got your number. And they're dialing in every fucking time. And answering it. And it's a scammer every fucking time. The same scammer changes his voice, and you don't fucking see that. It's the same number on your caller ID, on your spiritual caller ID.
Yeah.
But
that's just the thing, man. It's because over there in Mexico, they people be dying, right? But guess what, man? Over here too, people be dying. You know what I mean? I understand though and shit, like, over there's porn and things like that. But guess what, man? The people that I take though, they'd rather be in Mexico, but they're over here because for the benefits. Because over there they gotta pay for the dialysis. That's a lot.
And Mexico is a piece of shit country, man. They got so much fucking killings and wars. Fucking cartels against cartels. They got soldiers. They got secret soldiers from Colombia working for cartels, raping women and fucking killing motherfuckers. Nobody's stopping them. Nobody's saying that's enough.
No one's stepping up. Nothing. Because the people over there are afraid of them. The cartels, they're afraid.
So what's the fucking point of living over there? You're gonna be afraid.
You're gonna be afraid. That's why a lot of them too. They leave, man, just to, they have to avoid all that shit too, man. But because the way the land is, the way Esau has the dump over, Mexico, man, it's just nothing but poorness, man. Because Mexico, man, they got the fucking Gulf next to them. Literally the fucking ocean's right there.
You got marlin fishing.
They got all that shit right there, man. And then the other part too, they got the Pacific on the other side, man. And they got all these things, though, fishermen over there in Nayarit and all that, like the fish, though, and the food, seafood, and all that, man. They got all these substances and shit, right? And then, but that's the thing, though, man. Because my mom and them, where they're from over there in Nayarit, they can't even go to them because it's all ran by the towns and shit, man. They're scared to go back to their little hometown.
And then the thing is, you cartels are scaring your own people to move over here, and then Esau is scaring them to get the fuck back over
there. So imagine.
Where the fuck are we gonna go?
Oh, so I think that's I'll get it.
That's fucking terrible that you people treat your own people like that. How do you expect anything to happen good for you? Like, I know for a fact that in the next 10 years, Mexico will have soldiers from Russia, Venezuela, Colombia, some Arab countries, Turkey and all that shit, getting ready to invade the United States. And when that happens, guess what? Esau's going to send a ton of Marines down south. And Mexico's going to get fucked up even worse than ever before. But that has to happen like that. They have to clean up the whole fucking wilderness, right? Because remember, we're gonna go into the wilderness. So they have to clean up the whole wilderness and then come back, and then we'll go. It's just the way he does it. Because I got this. Well, you got a piece of.
Yeah, I was just gonna give about Issachar real quick, right? Genesis 49:14 it says, Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens. So like we were talking about burdens, he's couching down between two burdens. So if he goes down south, I'll begin to pour down there as there already is, though Mexico, right? But if he goes up north though, he's still getting oppressed up here. So you know he's a strong ass was couching between two burdens though. So even if he goes up north though, which is here in America, he's still getting, oppressed. If he goes down south though, there's more poor over there too.
He'll be okay until the money runs out.
yeah. That's what he's talking about.
Exodus 15:6. Thy right hand, O Lord, has become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, has dashed in pieces the enemy. So if you don't believe in Yahawashi, Yahawashi is his right hand. If you don't believe in Yahawashi, you're going to get swept by the left hand.
Stupid ass, what's his name? Deacon
Kaka?
Yeah, that motherfucker said not to worship Yahawashi though.
That's fine.
Stupid ass.
I reserved that guy for me. You heard me, Yahawashi, Deacon Kaka and Gorilla Hebrew are mine. And guess what? And I already know that I can do it because the Lord did it, and the Lord said you're going to do greater things than I do. So while I'm playing zombies, I'm thinking, hey man, when the Lord died, didn't you come up from the grave?
Yep, sure did.
So what am I going to do? Okay, I got a little thing for you. Let's say your grandma just died. Well, when I'm talking to you, Deacon Kaka, your grandma just died, and you're so sad and you were at the funeral. Well, when I get my hands on you, I'm gonna take you to your granny, and I'm gonna make that bitch come out of the fucking grave, and she's gonna eat you alive.
Like a zombie.
Like a zombie. And I got worse things for you, Mr. Gorilla. Pegasus. I'm gonna put you in a fucking zoo with real gorillas.
Hey, that's what I say. The heart meditates terror. There you go.
I'm gonna put you with real sicarios. Real sicarios.
Back then, and real sicarios from back then.
And I'm gonna explain it to them that he took your name, but he likes to stick these things in his butt.
That's bad reputation on you guys, though.
Making you look bad.
Yep.
They're gonna prickle you. They're gonna put pins in you, homie.
Yeah.
You're gonna look like Hellraiser.
All them pins on the face, on the head.
But let's say if you want to avoid that, all you gotta do is apologize to Yahawashi.
Yahawashi, all the elders, the apostles.
They just say you gotta worship Yahawashi.
Exactly. And I know the apostles, they're not expecting an apology to them. They don't care because the thing is, it's like, hey, you go either get right, then if you're gonna get right, then start doing the work though, man.
Yeah.
Because like the apostles, they say they can't save everybody, they can't save everybody because they're not Yahawashi though. But as his brother said, you start saying the name and worshiping Yahawashi how it's supposed to be done,
And the thing about being saved is so difficult, man. Because it says, the Bible says, remember when the eunuch was telling Philip, if one could teach me?
Yeah, he was in a chariot.
Yeah. If one could show me, I would understand this thing. If one, not many teachers, but one, one teach one. So it's going to be a slow process.
Yeah.
I taught I'm one taught you, but I was learning from. See, it's all a process.
Chain reaction. And that's the true Holy Spirit, bro.
Yeah.
That's the true Holy Spirit.
So, Deacon Kaka, I mean, I don't have nothing against you. We could play chess, we could be friends. But, talking shit about my Lord and Savior, Yahawashi, it's like a real Sicario would eat with you. And then when the time will come, he'll fucking stab you.
That's even the Mexican Sicarios do that shit too.
Yeah, that's what
they fucking
like in the pen, they'll be like, oh, okay, it's yard time, and they'll gotta hit on somebody. They'll make that person. They say they'll play basketball. Let's play basketball, homie. Come on. They'll hype you up so much and make you play so hard, and then when you're playing hard, your blood is pumping, right? And then they'll stick you out.
Yeah, you'll get shot in the blood. Or they have them do the pull-ups or the working out, the pull-ups real quick, and they just bleed out fast.
Why would you be subject to that? You made yourself a slave to that.
Exactly that.
So think about this. Yahawashi is saying that you're telling his believers you don't have to worship Yahawashi.
That's fucking nuts.
Demons worship Yahawashi.
The angels believe in heaven, right?
Yeah. Satan has to worship Yahawashi. Satan ain't talking to Yahweh.
Exactly.
You guys are fucking Fruit Loops.
And that's crazy to say though. Oh, he's not worth worshiping though. Like, so what the fuck you been doing all these years, man?
It's like
worshiping what?
Yeah, who are you worshiping? The whole Bible is about Yahawashi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, come in the volume, the book.
The whole book. Volume is the whole book.
The book of Psalms and the book of Hebrews, man. He comes in the volume though.
He's always been in there.
He's always since the beginning though. Since God though.
Since Adam.
You know, in Genesis though.
Yeah.
Did the heavy work, the first begotten son, the first son of Yahweh. You know, him and the 144,000 made all this though, man. All this.
You could even call Yahawashi the Big Bang. He's the one who made that bang.
All this happened though, literally. Things you can see though, man. Here. What's that called? That seven, when you can feel touch.
7 senses?
Yeah, 7 senses, you know. All that though, man. You know? That you're able to see the things though, man. Things that you like, right? Like a tree or a flower that you see, man. All that came from, you know? Yeah, the groundwork of Yahweh, you know, Yahweh Shema Shiloh, man. Yahweh Shai did the work though, but it was the blueprint from Yahweh, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know the tree, we see this tree right here. You know, Yahweh Shai, you know, they made all these elements right here, man.
Dude, he put this tree right here because he knew one day we were gonna be here.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. And if we are the elect though, we're helping to, you know, build all these things though.
I think it's time to just go ahead and call yourself the elect. Start acting like it. Who else is fucking doing it?
Yeah, I was telling you, you know, earlier, yeah, like 5-10 years ago, there were no camps though. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even know about Israel, like, man. I wouldn't even know about Israel, you know, like nothing at all.
And the brothers in San Francisco helped me out a lot too. The brothers in LA did too. They were like, yeah, just fucking go out there. Because it was either go to San Francisco or LA, and I was in the middle, so it's the equal distance to both camps.
You're like 3 hours away, huh?
And I was like, fuck, man, can't do that. So I was just like, and I was watching the Spanish GMS camp in LA, and Dawada, David, or Dawayad, he was saying something, and in his room the door opened.
Oh shit.
He was talking about the opportunities, the door's open.
Open, yeah.
And the door opened. So what I did is I told him, the door opened, and that's my signal. So I logged off and I went to the park and I set up my camp.
Oh, yeah, I remember those too. Yeah.
And then after that, it was all downhill.
They just went from there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's just that's the true Holy Spirit, man.
You gotta be moved.
Yeah, you gotta keep doing it though, you know? You're doing it though, man. But that's the thing about it though, man. So if like, what do you mean like Yahweh Shai is not worth the worship though, man? And that's the spirit because this lesson is called about being grounded in Yahweh Shai, man. It's true, Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai is the one that makes you do things.
Yeah, the appreciation though, man. Like what the hell kind of shit is that? And then and then the thing is like, well, we say this though, man. You know the name though. The name is really, really important, man. You know, you want to call him just Jesus Christ though. That's an idol right there, man. That's this fucking, you know, this weird-looking fucking Edomite nigga.
And how ignorant can you be? Names are important for any damn thing.
Exactly.
Anything.
Anything.
What if I said, oh, let's meet at that store at that one town by the other town?
You're like, where?
Where the fuck?
Where?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. No. How about we get specific? Because, you know, things. What if I said, went to the ice cream store? Oh, let me get some ice cream. What kind? You know, it's all ice cream. Just give me some. But then that person gives you a flavor and you don't like it.
You fucking gives you butter pecan, but you're allergic to pecan.
I'm allergic to nuts. You should have known that. No, bitch. Should have told them, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So guess what? This Bible is Yahawashi story, actually. Think about that. And how he is supposed to be worshipped. Because he guided all his people from when he was Adam. And he even came down here to eat. He was Daddy. He was Solomon. He was the Lord. He was Quetzalcoatl.
He brought, like I said, Solomon too. He brought peace for the years.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now, you know.
He was King Melchizedek.
You know what I mean? All this stuff, man.
But you don't want to worship him?
You don't want to worship him.
You know what? It's okay. You know, it's all right. The fact of the matter is, you know, he doesn't really need you. And he doesn't really need us. But he chose us, you know.
I got a precept?
Yep.
Acts 5:31 it says, "Him hath God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior." So we're talking about, well, you know what? I'll go to 30. The God of our fathers, Yahweh, raised up Yahawashi, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Then it says, "Him hath God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins." You see? You know? And even when Yahawashi was here on earth, though, I mean, he's here with us, though, but when he was, you know, Yahawashi, he said, why you call me good when my father is? You know? He was even still humble. He was humble to even say that, man. He's like, you call me good, though, it's my father that's good, though. You can't say that's no humbleness. That's humble, man.
Like I got a precept. Exodus 15:7. I mean 6. The right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, hath dashed in pieces the enemy.
See?
That's Yahweh.
That's Yahawashi. I guess Psalms, you want to get Psalms the 2nd chapter? Because it says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" Yeah, because the heathen, you know, the New World Order and how they're gonna want things to go, it's not gonna go the way they're gonna want it. That's why they rage though, because the thing is though, you know, these Edomites, they're trying to make this into an NWO, you know, New World Order, but it's gonna fail, man. These Moabites think they're up next.
Yeah, look at the title of the chapter. The reign of the Lord's anointed.
Come on, man. Can I go just spit this word?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, "The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Most High and against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us." So they think they're all that, man. Well, I'll jump down to 9. It says, "Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel." See? Because I'll jump down to 12. It says, "Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye be perished from the way. When his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are they that put their trust in him." See?
I think that's
Shit.
good enough.
Yeah. So, you know, be grounded in Yahawashi, not Jesus Christ.
That's a good one. I can't say nothing else.
So is that right?
Yeah.
So with that, hopefully Cap was edifying. We want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Yahawashi, double honors to the apostles and elders and great men. So with that, shalom.